Roman consensus. You got to be over 18 to be in the Roman consensus. And what it were Jesus and Mary doing in Bethlehem? Paying their taxes and doing the consensus for Emperor Augustus at the time. This 35-year-old man, or plus, I have no idea, because he was married before, because Jesus had half brothers and half sisters. So he was married before he got to the Virgin Mary, so he was not a teenager. In order to have kids and have a marriage that probably lasted almost a lifetime, because they didn't get divorced back in those days unless somebody got stoned to death with rocks, not a joint. Okay. So that lets you know that Joseph was not a teenager, and the marriage laws at the time, the three kings did give them money. So yeah, it is possible that rich teenagers would get married, but you would have to work if you weren't rich. Plus, where were they living? Nazareth or Bethlehem? It doesn't matter. Either one, you would have to. It was like modern day Yemen, where little 12-year-olds get kidnapped and raped when they get left alone. So what the men would do at that time was work at night so they could protect their family. They would sleep on their roofs in the daytime. So as soon as the boys would turn 13, they put them to work in the daytime so the men could protect the family while they're asleep. Which is why the boys don't get married till they're grown. Unless they're rich. And Jesus was rich because, first of all, he was a carpenter. He had to speak Latin, Greek, Hebrew, and Aramaic. That's 4 languages. And Latin is not a poor language. You got to be rich to know how to speak Latin. Plus, you got to have math skills, carpenting skills. Plus, you had to be presentable and talk like an adult at age 13, because it's little kids that are doing the business. So he had to wear fine linen to be a salesman. So he was well educated and rich. So the 3 kings: gold, myrrh, and fine linen. That'll do it. But he still had a marriage prior, so you could tell Joseph was not a teenager. Plus, the consensus at the time was extremely sexist. They wouldn't count the Virgin Mary as a citizen. Only males were considered citizens. It's wrong. Even the prostitutes were dressing like motherfucking males. They were fucking gay. It's rumored that they would rape their crucified victims in motherfucking Rome. Because even the Roman Emperor Caesar Augustus had a boyfriend and a wife, a husband and a wife. So it is possible that, I know people don't want to see this because they don't want to picture their Lord and Savior being raped on the cross, but that's exactly what would happen with these Roman soldiers. But a lot of people don't want to picture that. And put 2 and 2 together. homosexuality was not looked down upon in the Roman Empire. Like I said before. Fuck. So it is a possibility that Jesus Christ got raped before he got on the cross. I mean, there is certain things that some people recognize in biblical history as something. There's signs of that, but I don't want to go that route. But yeah. I was looking into that. It, that's another reason why I'm ex-Muslim, atheist. I go back to being a Muslim sometimes. Yeah. My Arabic is kind of not that good, but it's alright.